who and what you are? How do I know who and what you are, and you instantly jump out and start walking back?
Well, I wanted to ask you a question because I figured you knew.
Over because. What's your question?
I wanted to ask you where the feed and seed store was because I figured you knew where it was. I pulled in and went to the co-op there, and that wasn't the co-op. She said it was
Second Street.
Netherland Feed and Supply, maybe.
It might be over here, but I'm not exactly for sure. I pulled you over for a very valid reason. I need your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. You have no month or year, no registration on your rear license plate. Is there any reason for that?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
I would like to remain silent on that unless...
Oh, no, you have to tell me.
I don't have to tell you anything.
I have the right. You're pulled over legally. License, registration, and insurance. I can call in and find out real fast if it's registered or not. And if it's not, you're getting a ticket. So
okay. Well, I mean, I guess you should start writing the ticket then.
Okay.
Because it is not registered.
Great.
I mean,
no reason for that?
Well, there's a reason.
Is this a stolen vehicle? Is there something you need to tell me?
No.
Okay. Is this going to end well, or?
Well, that kind of depends on you, I guess. Because it already sounds like that you are afraid of me in some way.
I'm not afraid of you in any way, shape, or form, sir.
Well, it sure sounded like that.
I'm just telling you, it's protocol. You don't jump out of a vehicle and start marching back to me when I haven't even gotten out of the vehicle yet.
Well, I didn't know that you were, I was...
This is great. I'll find it dandy. License, registration, and insurance right now.
I don't have that, sir.
You don't have a driver's license?
I don't have that for you, no.
Okay, by the state of Colorado, you were mandated when an officer has pulled you over to provide a name. If you don't have a driver's license...
I can give you a name.
Okay, great. Let's start with that.
My name
You don't have a driver's license?
No, sir.
Okay, so you're driving without a license. So we're going to jail.
Am I?
If you're driving without a license.
Okay.
Right? Dude, work with me here. If you're driving without a license, you need to tell me what's going on. If you have a license, you need to provide it.
So, so you're telling me that you were afraid of me.
I'm not afraid of you.
But you
Sir, why don't you start with their name and date of birth?
So I can give you my name.
Okay.
My name is Brian Barnes.
Brian Barnes. How do you, is that with a Y or an I?
That is B-R-I-A-N.
A-N? Barnes, B-A-R-N-E-S?
Yeah, B-R-I-A-N, B-A-R-N-E-S.
Okay. Date of birth, please.
I'm going to remain silent on that.
Sir,
so
you have to provide it.
I have the right to remain silent. Do I not?
When you have been contacted
Do I
by
have
a
the
law
right
enforcement
to remain
officer,
silent?
when you've been contacted by a law enforcement officer for legitimate reasons, which you don't have stickers, the legitimate reason, that's for my contacting you, you have to provide a name and date of birth.
Okay, so my right to remain silent is
not
null
valid
and void.
here.
Okay, so in the country where I don't know if I have it on me, but the Fifth Amendment
doesn't prevail here.
Wait, so the Fifth Amendment is null and void in the town of Netherland.
Here real fast.
It doesn't matter how many officers you get here. So
do you want to go to jail today?
I don't want to do anything.
Okay, so then let's just try to cooperate, right?
I'm cooperating with you.
Why don't you step out of the vehicle?
I do not need to step out of the vehicle, sir.
I can show you why I pulled you over. It's a legitimate contact.
I understand why you pulled me over.
Okay.
I mean, I comprehend your decision
so then can you
to pull me
understand,
over.
because I don't know who I'm dealing with. And
I gave you my name. So if you would like to go run that name.
It won't come back. I need a date of birth associated with a name.
Okay.
So date of birth, please.
I was told, and I'm telling you this because it is all hearsay in a court of law. I was told that I was born on January 29th of 1976.
Okay. Thank you very much. And are you telling me that you don't have registration?
I'm not telling you anything. I'm telling you I'm not going to provide you with any information other than the information that I just gave you, so that you know who I am and that you know that I'm not a criminal and that I'm not wanted by anybody in the law enforcement community.
See, I'm in a position where I have to make sure of that, so I'll go run you. That'll be good.
Now,
if you come back as...
So before you go back there and run my name, if you run my name and I come back as not a criminal, are you still going to treat me as a criminal?
I'm not treating you as a criminal.
Well, you're going to take me to jail.
From an officer safety standpoint.
If you were going to book me
because legally, you need to provide me with identification.
And I just did. I provided you with that. So you would consider me cooperating at this point.
You're already... No.
You don't feel like I'm cooperating with you, even though I just gave you my name and number.
You're showing quite a bit of contempt. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, because you just told me, and I'm going to tell you why I contempt your what you think is your authority right now, because you just told me that the Constitution does not apply in this situation, and I beg to differ. And you took an oath swearing to uphold the U.S. Constitution
you can explain
and
that
the Constitution.
To a judge,
oh, I know I can.
In a legitimate contact, as
Wait,
this is.
You call it legitimate, but this is
Sir,
you
you're
doing
driving
your job.
without plates. You got plates out there without any registration on
Well,
it.
but those plates are my plates.
And by the state of Colorado, you are mandated to have the appropriate information on those plates.
And so when we talk about the mandate of Colorado, can I speak with Mr. Colorado?
Are you a sovereign citizen?
I am not a sovereign. So let's
I'm going to stop it right here.
Okay.
Please remain in your vehicle.
Okay. See how that went down?
That was good. That was good.
Are you recording too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
I don't know how long
So
it'll
pause it, because it may be out there for a while.
How are you?
Good. Need to see your license and insurance, please.
Can I get your name and badge number for the record,
It's
please?
Lieutenant Cochran with the Powder Springs Police Department.
First name, Lieutenant?
Lieutenant Cochran.
What's your first name, Lieutenant?
It's irrelevant. I need to see your license and proof of insurance.
If your name is irrelevant, so is mine, officer.
Sir, I need to see your license and proof of insurance.
Are you conducting an investigation?
Yes, sir, I am. I have you for speeding, 72 and a 55.
Is
so I need to see your driver's license.
Is speeding a crime?
Yes, it is. I need to see your license and proof of insurance, sir.
Can you prove that I'm driving?
Sir, I need to see your license and proof of insurance.
Am I driving?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not. I'm traveling. I am going to continue to film. And it is not a crime for me to travel without a license.
License and proof of insurance, sir.
What you may have.
I'm giving you a lawful order.
What you may have.
Obey it, or I'm going to.
What you may have. What you may have is the opportunity to read. Whoa! This is assault. This is assault. You've broken my windows. I do not consent. I do not consent. Oh, this is police brutality.
I'm fixing
Stop.
to face
This
you.
is police brutality. I haven't done anything.
In the Wendy's lot.
Do you suspect me of a crime?
You have no license plate.
Do you suspect me of a crime where my baby?
You have to identify yourself under the Highway Traffic Act.
No, I do not. I just proved in court I do not have to identify myself to a police officer.
Why not?
Because I'm a freeman on the land, number one. And number two, you guys suspect me of criminal activity to detain me. So, yes, you do. I don't care what your Highway Traffic Act says, that's the law.
You have to identify yourself under the Highway Traffic Act.
Do you suspect me of a crime, sir?
No.
Am I free to go?
No, you're not.
So you're going to detain me?
If you don't identify yourself, I'm going to arrest you.
For what? I've done anything criminally wrong. But that's not a criminal act. You only have authorization to detain somebody if they've done something criminally wrong. I don't care what your Highway Traffic Act says. I have no contracts under the act. I've canceled them all, so you can't enforce it on me.
Okay, are you going to tell me your name?
No, I'm not. I don't have to. That's my right.
Okay, I'm just waiting for another unit to get
That's
here.
fine.
Okay.
Bring your chief too, because he knows who I am.
Okay, I will.
I know my rights.
You know who you are if you haven't identified yourself.
I'm operating under the Republic of Canada. That's a legal jurisdiction here in Canada. Because Canada's dissolved. Canada's dissolved. I'm also going to hand you this paperwork.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. So this officer is accepting the paperwork that we are a criminal organization. So that's on camera. And also, you guys have been involved in kidnapping our child with Children's Aid Society. So here's another legal document because you're involved in kidnapping our child, which is also why we don't comply with your laws, because you guys are thieves to us. You thieved our child from us. So we will not comply or acknowledge you.
Your name's not on here either.
No, it's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be. These are things I'm issuing to you because...
You know who you are.
No, you do not. I just proved that in criminal court, bud. The judge bowed down to me. It took 2 minutes because you're using trust law in the court, and I know it.
Okay.
So because of that, I know I don't have to identify myself to a cop.
Okay.
I know my rights, man. Sorry. I'll stand on them.
I don't think you do.
I do. I've been arrested twice and never been charged. You guys are, I consider you guys a threat to me because you've detained me twice. I have not been convicted in court.
An opportunity to read the Highway Traffic Act?
I don't need to. I canceled my contracts under the Highway Traffic Act. You can't enforce that act on me.
Okay.
I operate under common law jurisdiction of the Republic of Canada.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never heard of it.
Well, you did today, and you should learn. You should learn that your oath to the Queen's nullified and abolished, and you guys don't have authority.
Look, now there's 2 other cruisers here.
I don't care. I'm standing for my rights, man. Plain and simple. Bring them all. Bring your whole force. I am not intimidated at all, man.
Okay.
I know my rights. Don't open my door.
I need you to identify yourself.
No, you don't. You have no right to open my door.
He's a sovereign citizen. He won't identify himself. So, are you going to identify yourself?
I do not have to, Your Honor.
Okay. Take it.
Open my door. You have no right to fucking touch me. You guys have kidnapped our child.
Lock him in.
Nope, I'm leaving. Don't get in front of me. You're pulling your gun on me? Okay, he's pulling his gun on me. Everybody, I have not done anything criminally wrong. He's pulling his gun on me. No. No.
Turn it off now.
It's off. Parking brakes on. I'm no threat.
Car door.
I'm no threat. They're pointing their guns at me just because I don't have the right plates on my car. That's why.
Ready to grab it.
You guys don't have this authority. You're gonna break my window. Don't. I'll open my door. Don't. Ow! Asshole! What the hell?
Get out of the car now.
Okay, they just broke my glass. See that? Beautiful. Good job.
Get out of the
I'm
fucking
getting
car
out.
now.
I have nothing on me. Oh, you're gonna cut me. Don't. Oh, open the door. You're gonna cut me. You're going to cut me.
Here's a copy of your citations.
Okay.
We'll start from the first one. The court date's all going to be the same. It's going to be the 16th at 9 a.m. at the Justice
Okay.
Court. You know where that is?
Right down here.
Right by jalapenos.
Okay.
Can't miss it. It's the little one that says blah, blah,
Right.
blah. Okay. You're cited for the improper display of stickers. You got
Okay.
expired stickers,
Okay.
one of 2014, so you're out of
Right.
compliance with that with give or take 7 months. Okay. You're suspended. You don't have valid driving privileges. Okay. You don't have you don't have the registration that needs to be
Right.
in the vehicle. Okay. You're also cited for not having an insurance and failure to register the vehicle in your
Okay.
name. Okay. You've owned it for a significant amount of time. You're required to put it in your name. Okay.
All right.
If you flip each of the, you can flip one or both. They say the same thing.
Uh-huh.
It says, read carefully. I'm going to give you the short version because I don't want to bore you. You can either appear on the court date at the courthouse at the court time to explain your case before the judge.
Right.
Or you can call and make different arrangements. Or you can write out something to the judge that states guilty, not guilty, no contest. This is why, Your Honor, and the judge will rule from there.
Okay. Okay.
If you don't do anything, the judge will continue to suspend your license. Okay?
Right, right.
Any questions for you?
Nope. No,
Okay,
that's
you're
it.
good to go.
Uh-huh.
If
Thank
it drives
you.
on the roadway, you're going to get another
I-
ticket.
I definitely will look into my stuff a little bit more.
Okay. And the whole traveling doesn't really suffice. You still
Well,
you're
I mean,
still
it
driving
is
the vehicle.
it's common law, so therefore, like the Supreme
interrupt
Court
state.
has already ruled it.
I know,
like,
but state law. Part of driving is you have to have a driver's
right,
license.
right.
So
Well,
you can argue that with the judges. You're
not
still going to get
driving.
tickets. So.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's totally fine. Thank you very much for the understanding.
Elect to go through it unless if you meet special conditions.
What special conditions?
He wants to know what special conditions allow a person to go through it.
Person traveling with usually children 75 and older, or if they're pre-checked.
So you're aware that you guys do not have the right to discriminate based upon age? Because that's the same as racist discrimination. That's the same as gender discrimination.
Not all ages are protected by constitutional requirements, but it's actually only over a certain age.
I'm sorry, but I don't recognize the Constitution as protecting anybody.
Very good.
I'm born with my rights. Are you not? Do you believe that a document that was signed over 200 years ago gives you rights?
So here's the thing. I gave you 3 opportunities here, and you got a choice. If you would like to go through AIT, of course that's an option to you. If you choose not to do that, you can do the opt-out. With that, I would give you the advisements far before we go there so you know what to expect. If you choose not to do that, you'll have to make other arrangements.
Is there a way that I can get out without having the risk of cancer upon my body and without getting sexually molested?
Well, that's your interpretation.
Would you like somebody to touch your balls? Like, is that something that you...
through the pat-down procedure.
And how did that feel?
It really didn't bother me that much.
Well, you've probably never been a victim of sexual molestation,
You're
have you?
right, I haven't. So
Okay.
I wouldn't understand what that was like.
So do you realize that you force several thousands of people every day who have been a victim of that to undergo a traumatic pat-down, as you call it, when really it's just a molestation?
Okay. So the choices here are clear.
And
if you
the
go
website...
through the AIT, I mean, I'm not going to try to convince you that it's safe. I'm not going to convince you that it isn't. You have the information that you can read right there that tells you exactly what risk levels are available to you.
Well, you guys even lie about the risk levels.
I don't lie about anything.
Well, the website lies, and you are here as a representative of TSA, and so I expect that what comes out of your mouth is what TSA is saying to me.
What is TSA saying there? What you told me that makes it a lie?
TSA is saying that the imaging that they use is non-ionizing, and there's no way that you can determine that because each person is different, and the level at which the radiation may ionize within somebody's body can be different for different people. So you have no way to...
So when you're standing outside, do you consider that the radiation risk level of being outside is too great to be outside?
There are times where the sun does use ionizing radiation, but that is a choice.
When you're aboard the plane and they say that it's equivalent to a certain level of exposure, do you feel that risk level is too high?
I haven't encountered that. I have concerns with the body scanner technology.
Well, I'm only saying it because obviously there's a certain degree of risk in everything we do, right? This has been determined safe as by the evaluations that have been, both the safety evaluations and the testing evaluations have determined it's safe. I have no reason to discount that as anything other than safe. You've made a determination that you're allowed to make, which is you're not comfortable with it. Okay?
And your website indicated...
That's more than fair. It's more than fair. I wouldn't tell you that you're wrong for having that personal view.
But listen for a second, please.
I am listening.
I bought my plane ticket with the understanding from your website that I could either choose to go through a body scanner or I could choose...
I didn't see where it was giving you an option of a metal detector.
It said the two options that you use.
No, it says the two devices, two pieces of equipment.
Two primary methods of security screening. So there was nothing in there which indicated only people of a certain age are allowed to go through the metal detector. There was nothing that indicated to me that I would not be able to go through a metal detector. So I bought a plane ticket, which is non-refundable, under the condition that I would be able to pass through a metal detector. So and now you're trying to limit my right to travel.
At this point, is there anything I can do to end your compliance with this, or are we just done?
I can file a lawsuit against you.
Well, you're welcome to do so, but I can't. Well, I can't spend any more time debating it because I have no authority to debate the procedures. I cannot make an exception for you to screen you differently based on your viewpoint. What I can tell you is these are the two options that are available to you. There are no other options that I'm able to offer you at this point in time.
Well, if you walk away, I'm just going to go through the line and try again. So I'm going to do this, and next time I won't stand out of line. So we need to come to a determination here because you are limiting my right to travel. You are making it so that my ticket, which I paid for, is void because I can't use it if I can't get on the plane. So are you going to recompense me for that cost? Since it's your fault, since your website indicated that I could use a metal detector? I mean, you can either let me fly or you can give me my money back.
Well, those are neither of the options that are available to you.
Why?
As I just told you.
Why is your website a lie?
It isn't. You just read it to me.
Yes.
And you just said that it never said in there that that's an option available to you.
Okay. It never said it wasn't. It did too. It said the two security methods.
It didn't say that was an option for you.
It didn't say that the body scanner was an option for me either.
It did say it was a primary.
It said that they were both primary methods.
Well, if you want to read it again, maybe we could do that, or I could pull it up. But I'm really not going to debate it with you.
Go ahead and pull it up, and either give me my money back or allow me to pass through and fly.
You know what I think? I think that this is a great opportunity for you to make something out of this situation, and I don't feel that you actually are interested in following through with going through either one of those options, because you said that you're not comfortable with them. So I really can't accommodate anything else myself. So I told you what your options are. You're not choosing those. So I'm done talking with you at this point in time.
Okay, so I can go through the metal detector then?
No.
Oh, well, how can I get to my flight then? Show me a pathway so that I can go to my airplane, which I paid for. Or give me my money back.
Well, I'd be happy to walk out and put a good word in with the airlines, but I don't determine that. That's not me. You know, I have no say on. That's a private type thing. That's not anything that I have control over.
Okay, so would you like to walk with me back to the airline and see if we can get the money back?
Absolutely.
And if I can't, then I'm going to come back and pass through security again.
Well, that would be up to you, but I'd be happy to go out with you and put a good word in for you and see what they're able to do. I mean, it's their determination ultimately.
Well, isn't it your fault?
Well, it doesn't. I don't know at this point that it matters who's at fault. What matters is giving you a resolution to your situation.
Okay, so you're so you're willing to put in a good word to the airline, and if their policy says they can't, then will TSA refund me?
I'm going to hope for the best on this.
Okay. You're not going to leave my side, are you?
No, I'll go out with you.
You promised?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm good for my word.
Let's go.
So, just going to brief the officer real quick.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So what's up?
This guy isn't letting me go through the metal detector like the website said I could, and he is telling me that I either have to go through a cancer-causing body scanner or get molested before I can get on the plane.
Well, I don't think he said you had to get molested.
Well, he calls it a pat-down, but that's a euphemism for sexual molestation.
Okay, not in my experience, but...
Have you ever been sexually molested?
I've gone through the checkpoint
Have
many
you
times.
ever been sexually molested?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Well, all right, so we're going to have to go through whatever scan they choose you to go through, and you're going to have to go through a pat-down.
Okay, I'm not getting a pat-down, and I'm not going through a cancer-causing thing. Well,
right, then we're out of luck.
Well,
so at this point, what I've told him is that the primary means of screening is the AIT.
Mm-hmm.
That he's more than welcome to go through that. He doesn't want to do that, which I said is his right.
Mm-hmm.
Then he has the alternate option, which is opting out. He can opt out.
Right.
And then he'll be subjected to a pat-down. He doesn't want to do that. And I said, well, at this point, there's a third option, which is he's more than welcome to leave. His concern around that is he already paid money for his ticket. I said, I'd be happy to go out. I said, this is their choice totally. I'm not saying the airlines would do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to go out with you, put a good word in for you. Maybe they'd be willing to refund your money. Maybe they won't.
What airline is it?
Alaska.
Okay.
But figured we could go out there, and if that's what he's comfortable doing, is saying I just want my money back and I'll go do something else. I mean, I'd be happy to help that process along. You know, I mean, I don't want him to be feeling like he's forced to do anything. Really,
well, I feel like you're limiting my right to travel, which is my right as a native to America.
Okay, and everyone has to go through some sort of security.
Well, not everyone, because, well, I'm willing to go through the metal detector, and they've told me that people at certain ages are allowed to go through the metal detector, and I believe that's age discrimination. I believe that they're not legally allowed to participate in age discrimination. Please don't interrupt next time.
Right now, we have option A, which is to go through the scanner. Option B, which is to go through the pat-down. Or option C is we'll try to get your refund and you can find another means of travel.
And why does the option that is listed on the website, which is use the metal detector, why is that taken away from me?
I'm not going to really speak to that. I mean, first of all, like, we looked at the verbiage of it. That's not how I interpret the verbiage. It is how you interpret it. It's not how I interpret it. I don't know that anybody... I'm not saying... I wouldn't think that most people would interpret it that way. I respect your perspective, but I'm just saying I don't interpret it that way, and I don't think it's indicating that at all. It didn't sound like that when you read it to me, and from what I know on knowing the procedures, that's not what it indicates in any way.
Are you aware that it is unlawful to discriminate based upon age, race, or gender? Are you aware of that?
I'm also aware that Article 16, special needs searches, gives certain parameters that say that this is a little bit different than your normal search and seizure out in the public, right? This is different. So there's been Congress has given legal parameters that are different under this environment than they are outside this environment.
So then why can you not use your authority and wise judgment to allow me to pass through a metal detector, which is, I know to be safe. You can screen me adequately.
What was your first name?
My name is Robbie.
Robbie. All right. We're not getting very far. No matter how long you stand here.
Well, I want answers to the questions.
Okay, well, they're not going to get answered here, and no matter how long you stand here, the options are still going to be A, B, C. If there's not going to be a D, there's not going to be an A1.
And why are you speaking for TSA in this matter?
No, I'm speaking for the airport.
How do you represent the airport? Okay, it says Port of Portland Police. I assume that's
correct.
City of Portland?
Port of Portland.
Okay, what's that?
You're standing in it.
Okay, so you have
the authority to remove you if you are not willing to go through screening.
You don't have the authority to remove me.
No, I do.
No, you don't. That would be assault.
No, it wouldn't be assault.
Yes,
it would be.
I'm in a public place.
Okay. Right now, just pay attention. If you want to record it, record it. Since you're not willing to go through screening,
I am.
They've given you the options. You're not willing to take the options they've given you. So
I am.
Are you going to do A or B?
I'm willing to go through the metal detector, which is listed on the website.
Done. You're not willing? No, we're done. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a lawful order as a police officer that you have to leave.
Well, I don't recognize that authority.
Let's try number 2. Right now, you are not allowed to be here.
Why?
You're not going through the screening process. I'm giving you a lawful order to leave, or you will be arrested for trespassing.
Why am I not allowed to
Robbie,
be here?
Robbie, are you listening to me?
I am. I'm asking
because
you questions.
You're not going through the process. You'll have to walk out here.
Are you attempting to not listen and answer my questions?
Would you like to walk out here now?
I would like to go on my flight, which I paid for.
61.